Hi, this is an overview of the course, Education 325, Children's Literature in the Classroom. This is the Spring 2016 online course, the very first time this course has ever been taught fully online, so please bear with me as we proceed through the semester. I may not have all of the wrinkles smoothed out yet. There may be some issues along the way, but please, 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 I will be very glad to work with you, and I'm hoping you'll be very glad to work with me. But I'm very excited about being able to produce this course online, and I'm hoping you'll get a lot out of it. Of course, any suggestions or ideas you have along the way, please don't hesitate to ask me or to talk to me about it. We're going to start off with just walking through the syllabus, and the course description is to introduce you to children's literature that you'll be able to use in your classroom. And we're going to be talking about genres, and we're going to talk about authors and illustrators, and hopefully find very creative ways to use literature in the elementary and middle school classrooms. There are several learning outcomes that are here on the side that you can explore and walk through, and all of the assignments meet these learning outcomes in some way. They're the assessment for the learning outcomes. So if you see something along the way that doesn't fit the learning outcome, please let me know. The required text is called Literature and the Child, the 8th edition. It is a requirement that you need for even the online course, so please don't think you can get away without having to either rent it or purchase it. You will be needing it. For the first class, I have copied the first chapter for you so you can get a start on that. These are the assignments and the points, and this is on top of the activities you're going to do. So you remember, this is an online course, so you'll have several activities to do weekly, and then you'll have also some assignments along the way too. They aren't weekly, but they're close to being weekly. Of course, when you figure out your points and the total points or how many points you received, you can convert them to a percentage and then to a letter grade, and I'll help you with that. If you have a disability and need accommodations, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you with that. I do have a late work policy. You won't get full credit if you turn your work in late, unless I feel that it's a reason that is important enough to say I won't give you a reduction in your grade. Classroom conduct is still the same online. You need to be appropriate and use appropriate language and use appropriate syntax and do all those kind of things that are appropriate for online learning. And I have an attendance policy that you can read through. Please don't plagiarize. Please make sure that you give anybody and everybody credit for their ideas. And here are some resources that you might need and their phone numbers. Our mission, we have pillars of leadership, diversity, caring, and excellence, and those are our utmost important that we follow through. We are NCATE or CAPE accredited, which is important to you if you decide to, after you finish your degree here, to go off to another state to become a teacher and get your credential. There are 22 states that we have reciprocal agreements with, and that means you don't have to take a whole lot of additional courses. So it's important that you do go to schools that are NCATE or CAPE, now they call it, accredited. Your assignments, and here they are. They start at the bottom of page 5 here, and your first one is a virtual discussion. Those groups that I sent you that you're assigned to read the books, those are going to be your virtual discussion groups. And you're going to do that through WebEx. And each person in the group will have to take a week. I think there are 8 weeks that we do have books that we do discuss. And what you'll need to do is meet together synchronously, and you will record your meeting and send it to me. You'll be able to see each other. You need to have a WebEx account, and you'll have to figure out when it would be a good time that you all can meet once. It won't be once a week, but almost once a week. And if you need my help, I'll be glad to help you. But after the first few ones, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll be able to do this on your own, and you'll send them to me by Friday of the week that they're due. So you'll have to meet sometime during the week. I give you 9 days. That's 2 full weekends. So you can either meet on the first weekend or anytime during the week, but it's due to me by Friday. I need to have the recording sent to me so I can evaluate your group work in regards to your discussion. You're going to be discussing those books that you're reading, whether you're in A group, B group, or C group. You're going to meet virtually to discuss those books. And you're going to use WebEx, which is free for all of our students, but if you need my help, let me know. Based on those discussions, you're going to create a reader response blog on all of those books that you've read, okay? And you're going to, and there are exemplars on Blackboard, so you'll see that, and you'll know what you need to put into your blogs, because I've written that here, and you'll see that in the exemplars. Don't forget, attendance is important, and the only way I know you're attending is that you're participating, you're involved in the virtual discussions, you're doing the activities each week. Because not only on top of the virtual discussion, you're also going to have activities to do. This is an assignment, but you're also going to have activities to do that you'll need to be a part of and get involved and finish and post on Blackboard. But your reader response blog is here, and you will send me the link to your blog, and you can use any kind of blogs. You can use Google Sites, you can use WordPress, any blog that you want, and you'll see some examples. I have a couple examples already on Blackboard. And there are 4 parts to your blog that you're going to write about in regards to each book that you've read for your discussions. These are just the discussion books. You're going to pick an author, and you're going to pick a partner, and you're going to pick an author, and the two of you are going to create a flipped classroom video. And we'll talk about that so you know what that means. And then you're also going to create a presentation that you're going to record and you're going to share about an author. Maybe you'll use the authors from our Family Learning Conference, or maybe it will be another author, but we'll talk about that as well. There's also an assignment to investigate a children's literature website. And you're going to research this and find out one. These necessarily aren't ones. These are just children's literature websites, but there may be one you'll use in your classroom. You could research one of these, but you might want to find another one that you would actually use with students in your classroom, or that would help you. And you're going to submit that. On April 30th, we are going to host some authors, and I have to figure out how this, because I have 2 children's authors classes, and there'll probably be about 11 authors that day. And so he'll have about 3 students, or she'll have 3 students, which I mean the author will have about 3 of you who will be the guides, the escorts, whatever you want to call yourself, to assist them that day. And we'll be dividing that up as soon as I know how that will work. That's April 30th, so you need to keep that day free. It's a Saturday, and you do need to be on campus that day. We have about 700 participants, which are students and their parents, K-8, we will host. And they will be involved in some math presentations, some literacy presentations, and then some author presentations. It's an exciting day. It's fun. It runs from about 7 to 3. So make sure you clear your calendars. If you already have a problem with that day, please let me know immediately. We're going to create some family literacy backpacks, which is a great idea for classrooms, and I'll talk you through that as well. And then you're going to go explore a library, and I have a guideline that you're going to follow about the library and explore the library. And then you're going to create a virtual library of about, you're going to read 24 self-selected books, but you're going to add more than that. You're going to add up to 9 in each of your library shelves from the different genres. Excuse me. And there is examples of that and what that will look like and how that will take place as well. And of course, your final exam is your e-portfolio and your presentation. Your presentation meaning your screencast. And you will create a screencast of the work you've done this semester, and you will share that in your e-portfolio. And then you'll be talking about what was the most challenging part of the course or assignment, what was the most challenging assignment, which one was your most favorite one, which one best shows you as a teacher of children's literature. Here's information about me. I talk about this in my blog, class blog, and so you'll see my picture again, and You can read more about me here, and I've have added some additional information in the blog for the introduction to each of us in the class. This is the course calendar that you would need to follow. I have put it in another spot on Blackboard, but here it is here. And this is important because you'll need to know. For instance, week 1, you will not have a virtual discussion. But week 2, you will have a virtual discussion and your first blog is due. I don't grade the blogs every single one. I grade them along the way. So if you don't get your blog done immediately, don't panic. But if I don't see it, I will say, where's your blog? What's going on? And the first one is the Touchstone book, and I talk about that in the first week, but your virtual discussion of that is this week. And then your Caldecott Award is the following week. So you need to make sure you follow the calendar here and make sure your virtual groups meet and actually discuss the books. And that's the syllabus. I hope it is clear to you. If it's not, please ask me questions along the way. And let me talk a little bit about Blackboard now. Okay, I'm on the syllabus page, so I'm going to go to the weekly lessons, which you're on now, because you found this in the weekly lessons. You won't see all the weeks so far. I have them planned out because I'm working on it. But here is the one you will see. It's week 1. And if you click on that, you'll see the work. And there is a video in week 1 that will also show you what to do for that week. I talked about the weekly calendar. Here's another copy of it here so you can follow through. You've already received your virtual discussion group in your assignment and the list of books, but I put them here as well. This is a question and answer wiki. This is lesson plans and objectives, and I'm going to add a video to this. I don't have it yet, but I'm going to add a video so you can learn how to write objectives in a certain format, A, B, C, D. If you've had me already, you know this is what I expect. It's pretty simple, but you should watch the video, and I will have some additional information here as well. These are blogs and wikis, discussions, groups, tools, and help. These are resources for you. And then these are the assignments all along here. If I click on that, you should see what I've tried to do is at least put the description. I don't have exemplars for everything yet because this is the first course, but I will be adding some as we go along. Here's reader response. Here is the description of what you need to put in that. And here is an explanation. So if you click on that, it'll explain that. Here's a sample blog. And here's a reader response blog too. So there are 2 exemplars here for you. So these are all of the assignments. I'll be adding additional information since it's the first time that the course has been offered in an online way. I have to create it in a little bit different way than I do the hybrid courses. But if you don't see something you need, please ask me. Again, I will put on the weekly lessons starting the Friday. Now, they'll overlap a little bit from each week, so you'll get Friday, and then at 11:59 it clicks on, and you have that weekend, the whole week that it is actually due, and then it clicks off on Sunday night at 11:59. So it gives you 9 days. That should be plenty of time to do the activities, and then the assignments might be due a little bit differently, but you will have those due as well. So please know, for instance, you're going to start reading this earlier than Friday. You don't actually have to start it until Friday or anytime you want, but it will be from this Friday all next week, which is week 1. That's the actual start of the semester, and you'll have the following weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Now, what I do on Friday of the first week, I will click on, if you click on 11:59, you will see week 2. You still have time to finish week 1, but week 2, you'll actually see you could start if you want to. So if you're a person who likes to get going on this and get it done, you'll actually be able to do it in the first weekend if you want. The only thing you won't be able to do is your virtual discussion, which needs to be done by all of you at the same time. And you'll have to pick an evening or daytime, whenever you are free. All of you are free to get on. You can't use the excuse, oh, I can't find a time. There are 6 of you, and there must be some time, whether it's on a weekend or an evening night, that you have to get on together to do your virtual discussion, okay, of the book. If you have questions or comments or thoughts about any of this, please let me know. You can Email me anytime. I try to respond to emails very quickly, within a day, sometimes within an hour, sometimes I'm working and I see your email and I'll respond immediately. I try to be very responsible about that for you. Please check your emails often because I might have something that I need to talk to you about and I'll email you. You can also text me. I give you my cell phone number. The problem is if you don't let me know who you are, I don't know you by your phone numbers. I'm sorry. So you will need to let me know who you are when you text me so that I can identify you and not have to write back, who is this? Otherwise, I think this takes care of the overview for the course. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I want to wish you lots of success. I want to help you out and hopefully pave the direction for you to be very successful in this course. But if you do have questions or comments or thoughts, please don't hesitate to ask me. Thanks.